Evening, everybody. If you are around, I have chat up so I can see chat. I'm just going to knock. Evening, everybody. If you are around, I have chat up. Yep, that's my voice. All right, let me just get to grips. Right, okay, we're all ready. While I'm waiting on others to come in, I think I want to pick my papers for tonight. Good evening, Miss Jan. How are we this evening? I'm just picking my papers ready for tonight's live. Good evening, Miss Annie. How are we this evening? I am well. I have been busy crafting. I keep the paper pad there in case others will come in. There is a video going up next week, but I made this little folder. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. I've just made the little folder and it's got various text spots and all sorts to it. A little bit more than what you can see, but there's a video going up next Tuesday, I believe. I've put it up on Tuesday, so keep your eye out for that. It's I think I've called it an altar because it's a paperclip, an altar paperclip folder or something along them lines. But that's going up next week, so I thought I'd show you that. Good evening, Miss Jill. How are we this evening? I hope everybody's well and everybody's busy crafting. Good evening, Pauline. Good evening, Lorna. Hiya, ladies. So tonight, I'm going to do this. I've got this thing in my head, and if I don't get it out soon, I'm going to burst. Good evening, Miss Angie. So what I've done is I want some background papers, but I might not need them in a minute. I'll see what's in my box. And I picked up two papers from this paper pack. It's called The Promise. It's an 8x8 pad, and it's by First Edition paper. Some of the papers, like last week, are textured, some are double-sided, and some are just one-sided, and some are also shiny as well. So what I've done is, I'm going to put it there in case it starts typing, is I have picked out, good evening, Miss Rian, is I have picked out two. One has got like a bit of a pale edition thing on, and one is double-sided and the other isn't. I might not need them in a minute. I don't know. You'll see. This is also textured. And I've also got these. Now, these are cut-offs from making this little paper paperclip folder. I think I called it a mini paperclip folder. All the measurements on how to construct this, and how all the measurements on how I constructed it, where the text spots are, what are used, where the papers have come from, everything. I made a video on it. It's going up next week or the week after. I can't remember, but keep your eye out for it. It's called a altered paperclip folder. I think I called it that. And yeah. So keep your eye out for that. So anyway, why I was telling you about that is these are the sort of the bits I never use. So I might use them in a minute. And then I've made this collage. You know, last week I was telling you about me reusing packaging, because I'm fed up every time I order something from Amazon. Hey Amazon, if you're listening, and you always send in packaging for like a tiny little thing. It's always in a big box. So I was thinking to myself, for the past 2-3 weeks, all that cardboard that they sent in, why don't I recycle it back into my crafting? So I've kept one half, and this is the other half of it. And all I've done is I collaged it. Now these are, trying to think what I've done with them now. These are the napkins I used. Some of the napkins I used was in my, if you've watched my vintage box from Ali, they were in that. So this one was in there, and that one I purchased off of eBay, and the wording one I purchased. Here we are. So that one I used, and that one, and it's a real nice blue. So I basically ripped some up, and I did it before the live so that I can get on with constructing what I've got in my mind. So I've got that now. Good evening, Carolina. Thank you, Miss Ali. My cat Panther is totally engrossed with watching you too. Good evening, Miss Panther. How are we this evening? Have you had a busy day? Right. When I filmed the vintage box, now Ali might have to help me here. There was a box I didn't film because it was still being sent to me, and that box is this. And why I'm showing you it is because I'm going to use the stuff inside the box, and I thought instead of me doing a separate video and showing you guys what I purchased this week, I thought I'd show you. So this, the last time I opened this was when it came, and I haven't opened it since. I haven't taken anything out. I haven't touched it because what I got in my mind got totally inspired, totally even more, by Miss Ali. She sent me some washi tapes because she knows I haven't got any sort of collection. So she sent me some washi tapes, and they're all different colours. They all got, different things on them. And I'll explain what the foam is in a separate video, but they're all in different ones. So when I received these, which I didn't even know it was coming, so thank you, Miss Ali, I was like, oh, I've got to make it now. I've got to make it. So with washi tapes in mind, because that's the key to our project tonight. This box was from Crafty Bonbons, and I can't remember whether it's called the Beautiful box or whether it was the spring box. I can't remember. Miss Ali will tell me. But I had it off their Facebook page, and when you go on their Facebook page, they every now and then they sell smaller versions of the big boxes, and I wanted to have one of these. So this is how it comes, all rattly. Now bear in mind I've been in this box, so it is a bit of a everywhere. I think it was called Beautiful. That's how I said it. I'm sure it was called that. So we're gonna have a look at what's in here, because this is what's bringing my mind was in my mind. So my first thing is I've got some washi tape. So let me have a look. Oh, look at that. That's stunning. The key to my inspiration was washi tape, so I've got some washi tape to get on with. In this packet, I've been in here once, but that was like over a week ago, and I can't remember everything in here. Now I've put all the links, so I've put the links to Crafty Bonbons, which is on Facebook. I've put the link to Debbie's shop. Debbie is the other half of Crafty Bonbons, and her shop is called BonBonskawaii. I think I've said it right. So I popped her link below as well. And of course, Miss Ali. Now, Miss Ali has kindly given me a discount code. If you go in the description below, you'll see a discount code, and that's to use only in Ali's shop. But when any shop you buy from any three of them, you'll get your money's worth. Right. So we got the beautiful sign. We have some birds, flowers, leaves. Oh wow, look. Bunny, more flowers. Beautiful. These remind me of like gypsy kind of colours. So I might have to get my gypsy saris out in a minute. More flowers and petals. Oops. Birdie sign. Another bird. Yeah, I'm going to have to get my gypsy colours out, I think. Oh, Mr. Panda. What's that? Panda Kung Fu cartoon character. That's what he reminds me of. Oh, look. She's got to go on my project tonight. Some more birds and some more cats. So that's what's in. I don't want to put it back in. Where can I put it? I'm going to lay them on here for now. And then I'll put them back in their packaging a bit later on. So, in this package, we have everything so well packaged. We have a felt bunny. We have hearts, leaves, die cuts. Oh, that's a little flower pot. That's got a bit of a heart decoration going on. Hoping you guys can see a little bit better now. A heart, flowers. I love these signs. Another little sign there. A rose. That is a oh, what do they call them? You pull back the wire each side. What's it called? It's not a pin clip. What's it called? Somebody tell me what that's called. Where you pull back the wire each side. Gorgeous envelope. Love that. Tags. Yep, they're definitely going to come in handy. So I'm going to pop the characters that I'm not going to use tonight back in my box. I definitely want to use her. This isn't everything inside the box. It's just what I want to pull out for now, because I want to show you everything in the box. The beautiful sign's got to stay, and they can be popped in back in there. And I've got some flowers there, right? So that's why I'm using out of that pack. This pack, I might even use all of them. I see that. Yeah, because it's all inspiring me. So I'm going to leave that as is. The next one we have got is some die cuts. And they are in white, so you can colour them yourself. Brad, a split pen. There we go. Thank you, Miss Ali. And they're all in. They look like a texture card. So you got all different flowers. I have a butterfly, and these I'm loving. I've had a couple of boxes now off Ali and Debbie, and I love the colours that they print these out of. They are absolutely stunning. So again, I'm just going to pop back what I might not use. I might not use the flowers because I've got it in that pack for there. What else have we got? So we have a bunch of flowers, and look at her. She's so beautiful. I imagine her with like pearls and stuff in. She's gorgeous. Then I have some bands. Now these can be used as like belly bands or anything you want on your projects. They're stunning. The patterns on them are absolutely stunning. Might use that one. Then we have two, they're like postcards, but they're printed on quite a thick card. Love the picture of the bunny in the middle. Yep, we might use them ones. Oh, and we have, I'm going to go through them in a minute. We have these, and they're like little journaling cards. So again, I might use them because I might use them. And these are, if I'm right in thinking, yeah, they are. They're stickers. So I've got them ones, and them ones. Stunning. So I'm definitely going to use the stickers, and I'm just going to pop everything back. The things I'm not going to use, so I'm not going to overload my brain if you can't get overloaded. But as you can see, it's well packed, and I can't remember how much it cost me. I don't want to say a price in case I'm wrong, but Ali will let you guys know, but I can't remember how much it was. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be using everything here. And what I don't use, I'll use on other projects. But as you can see, you get a lot in there. I had this from their Facebook page, which I've linked below. And yeah, go over and you'll see different kits. And they also did giveaways and sneak peeks of the, you know, remember I was saying they do like a monthly kit box? Well, you get a sneak peek of what the next monthly kit box is going to look like before it goes up on Etsy. So it's well worth a look. Right. So I'm going to put these to one side. I will come back to them. And I'm going to bring my papers over. I will come back to these. I promise. Love the vellum stick. They're stunning in their way. Look at them. I don't think I've seen stickers like that before. Got nothing like this in my stash. Absolutely not a thing. So thank you, Miss Ali and Debbie, for putting this beautiful kit. I'm sure it was called Beautiful. I'm sure it was called that because I remember it being I remember it being pronounced a little bit differently to the word beautiful, how it's spelt. And I think that's what brought me to buying the kit, actually, because it was all like birds and flowers and that kind of thing. And I got my washi tape as well. So I'm going to come back to this because we will need this for the back. Now, what you need to start off with is the scoreboard. Now, I had this scoreboard. Oh, thank you, Miss Ali. Everything I say, I mean. I wouldn't say things just for effect. I absolutely loved everything in the box. This little scoreboard, tiny, I had with a magazine I picked up in the supermarket, and I just thought it's really, really nice, and it fits. It's nice to be put on the desk. It's not so big. So this is, what did I say, 8x8, 6x6, 8x8. So what we need to do is, first of all, fold this in half. Should I fold it in three? No, we need to fold it in three. Let me get a ruler. Fold it in three. My pencil. And I'm going to mark it at 2 inches all the way. So 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. So you will have 3 lines you've just marked, but turning to be in 4 places. You'll see what I mean. Right, I'm just going to pop that on there. And I'm just going to score that in. And I'm going to score that side. And flip them over. On the wrong side here, you know. So 2 inches and 4 inches. Doesn't matter if it's not perfectly, if you haven't got each one at 2 inches, it's just a guiding line. And then I'm going to fold them on these 4 lines. I'm just going to press those fold lines in. So there's one. I'm going to move this out of the way. There's 2 and 3. Right, so you should get 4 slots. Make 3 lines, 4 slots. Now I'm just going to make sure you can bend all the way. The last one's a little bit bigger, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to cut in up. And I don't want to get my big dirty cutter out. I think I'm just gonna one, 2. Like I say, it doesn't matter about these being straight at all. You can do them straight. And when I make this again, I probably will do it straight. But for now, I've got 4 slots. Now, I'm going to bring back the collage thing because what I need now is to make the front, back, whatever you want to call it. So I want to be able to cut I say, when you do this, you'll probably do it a lot slower than me. And I'm just going to follow my cut line. All the way up. And I'm going to come back to this. So anything I don't use, I'll come back to. And I'm just going to make sure that I don't cut off his beak. So again with this, I'm just going to cut one more out because I don't want all the, this is the back of these little, what do you want to call them, pieces of paper. It'll be the back or the front. And I'm just going to cut that out. And all I did with this is I just layered napkins on top of each other until I got what I wanted. There we go. And then I'm going to cut along here. I don't know whether I will get another one, but we will see what happens. Right, those are my end pieces. All I want now, I need to cut these down. So it depends on how big your journal is. Depends on how much you want to cut them down. Now, these are cut at 8 inches at the minute, and I want them to fit this book, which I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm making something out of this book. Now this book, again, came from my vintage box. I'm going to do it at 6.5, I think. And I want to cut all of them at 6.5 because I want them to fit in this book. Right, here we go. And I'm not going for straight, even though it will help if I go. Right, you described it. Oh, thank you. Sticky, but oh, they're sticky on the back. No, I didn't know that. Oh, I've left one out because I want to use it in tonight's project. I didn't realise they were sticky on the back. Right, I'm just going to check that they fit. Yep, they fit. So I'm going to do the other two. So I've done it at, what did I say, 6.5? Yeah, 6.5. To check myself then. Okay. And I've been bursting to do this, and it's just been one of those things that I wanted to do, but I didn't know what to pick first. And then when I bought the box, and then when my washi tape came out, I was like, I know what to do. I got it. Right, so I got my 4 pieces of paper. Now, I have got some of this, and I was debating on whether to use it because I kind of like the dragonfly at the bottom. Good evening, Miss Artie Grant Artist Grandma. I've said that wrong. My apologies. My words wouldn't get out then for toffee. And I'm just going to cut roughly down here. So I'm keeping the little dragonfly at the bottom. Now I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. Okay. And I'm going to cut just above the wording so it doesn't look odd. Perfect. And then these, where have I cut them? These which I've cut earlier, which I made earlier, I want to be able to pop them in the middle. Middle of what, do you say, Colette? We'll see. Now you can make these any size. They don't have to be the size I'm doing. You could do the size of your own journal. But it was just something I wanted to give a go and something I had in mind. I'm hoping it'll turn out. So that's that one. I've done that one. I'm just going to pop them like so, and then I'm going to go and get the stuff out of the kit that I received. Now all these little pieces, they come in handy. Right, I'm going to slow down. Aisha? Am I pronouncing that wrong? Aisha. I think I've got it. Aisha. Somebody please tell me because I keep going. I don't mean to pronounce the names wrong. I have something called dyslexia. And so I see words and sometimes words jump. And I know that sounds odd, but when you're reading a word, sometimes the words will move if I can't pronounce it right. So I don't mean to pronounce it wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. eisiau. And then one last one. These little pieces here, probably get rid of them because they're too small to use. But as I said last week, I go in my little basket to see where I can reuse. Right, and then this one, I'm going to do plain, I think, but I do want to. That's on the back. So I've got these left and that left and that top bit left out of everything I made earlier. Now these will use, I'm going to put them to one side, and that you can reuse if you want, and that we will reuse. Now, one at a time, decide where you want things to be. For me, I'm going to stick this back to back, I think, and I'm going to make this smaller. So I'm going to use that as my base instead of the other way around. There. So that's probably how I would have mine. I'm going to show you. So now you've got your order. I'll show you what I mean. Hiya Tanya, sweetheart. How are we this evening? Right, one thing at a time. I've got some ink. So because I'm trying to work on like vintage, animal, that kind of thing, tones. So I've got my green. I love this green at the minute. And I'm also going to use, I think I'm going to use gathered twigs as well. But one thing I do need to do, so I'm going to pop these on top of each other. And pop them there. I'm going to work on one at a time. So I'm going to ink this up. And I'm just going to straighten that out because he was a little bit wobbly. That'll do. Right. Inks. I'm going to go with my evergreen buff first. And then round the other side. And then I gather twigs. Now, when you make these, obviously, when I make another one, I'll probably be a lot straighter with it. But it's because my head is bouncing that I just need to make one up before it bursts. Does anybody ever get like that? When I've got an idea in your head and you've got to make it because otherwise it just goes out of your head. I've been like itching to make this since I wanted to make it before the box. Then I saw the box and then I bought the box. And then Ali sent me her washi tape and I was like, oh, now I gotta make it. Now I got no excuse. Now I have to make it. So I'm going to be using, this is high glue. If I can get it. Take one of my scraps. Big enough. That'll do. Does anybody know what those pins are called that you can get to put in glue bottles? There you go. Because I'm thinking of getting one, but I didn't know what they were called. Right, that's going to go there. Now I'm going to bring in my goodies I've purchased from Debbie and Ali's shop, because I want to decorate these. So let me move. I've still got my dies on my table from last week. Right. Let me see what's underneath here first. I'm going to put that in there. And I have got, where have they gone? They just moved them. I have got, these are the colour ones I was going on about. I know in this box you had plain, but it's the colour ones I loved. These come in a different pack. I love the colours on them. I'm going to pop it. That there. I've also got my scraps out as well. And I'm going to pop. Now, as usual, I don't want to glue anything that you're not going to see. So I'm going to pop just underneath. So it does peek out, but doesn't. You'll be able to see it. Still be able to see it. Okay. And then, what other embellishments have I got in this box? I've got the stickers. I want to also be able to write on this as well, so I don't want to embellish it up too much that I can't write on it. I think that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to put the beautiful across all four. Now, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this one off. There's a reason. And I'm going to get the next, that's the front. I'm going to get the next background for the next panel. And the reason I'm doing that, let me get a brush and the gather twigs I'm using. So I'm going to be using them on all four. And my washi tape. Very pretty napkins. I know, they were absolutely gorgeous. Some of them I bought and some of them were in my pack, because I sort of went on a spending spree of napkins. When I spend a spree of napkins. Right, washi tape. Now this is my first ever project, I'll have everybody know, that I've ever used washi tape. So, because I've never used washi tape ever. I've always wanted to have it, but I've never used it. I'm going to use the pink. It's got a soft, yeah, I'm going to use the pink. It's got a soft floral print on it. So that's the panel that's going on top of that. I'm going to get the end. This was my idea. I don't know whether it's going to work, but we will try. So I'm going to stick that on the end. Come on, Colette. Right. So it's half on the back panel at the minute. And then I'm going to go, I'm also going to leave a gap as well. I'm going to go half on this, but I'm going to leave a gap in between because I want them to fold. I hope this works out. I had it in my mind. I'm going to fold that over. Fold that side over. Now please work, please work. And I'm just going to washi tape that edge. Please work, please work. And I'm hoping, because I've left a gap, I wasn't completely straight. Right there. There you go. There we go. It works. Woohoo! Right, now I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to cut that ends off. Right, and I'm going to save it because I want to put it on my page. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to remember how I add it. Now, bearing in mind this is going to fold. I don't want to be sticking anything that's going to be getting in the way of that fold. Okay. I'm just going to pop that there like so. Right. Now, I have got a bit of, like, this ribbon trim's got all different colours on. And because I'm sort of using different colours, I know, Tanya, I do get excited. I do get excited when I've got an idea and I think, oh, what if it doesn't work? And if it didn't work, I don't know what I was going to do for tonight's live. I'm going to use this because it's different colours. So I want it to go... I want it to go at least, I think I'm going to do it at the start of the red. That should be enough to tie it completely. Should be. Right, because I the first page is going to be tied, I'm going to make sure I got enough overhang. About there, I reckon. I've also got my scraps out as well. A little dab of glue. Now, it's not in the middle at all. I've also got my scraps. I've got a bit of muslin going on. Now, I'm going to pop that on top. I'm going to work out where I want this muslin to sit. Up there. Just going in my jar here. side. Next side I'll have to go that side. Right. I'm going to pop the layers on because I want to see the fabrics. That'll do. That'll work for me. Right, and then I'm going to pop a white on first, and then the yellow little piece of lace I'm just going to pop under the white. I'll show you know what I mean. Bring it up to the camera. There, that's what I mean. So it's right underneath. Right. It looks great to see people crafting again. I must get back into my craft corner. I haven't crafted for a little while. I hate crafting alone. Oh, Tanya, sweetheart. Well, you know what you have to do now? You have to get back in your craft room and craft along with me on a Friday night. I'd love it if you did that. Sometimes I get kind of lonely crafting by myself, and then I bring all the craft stuff in the living room, and Chris just sits there and goes, "But you've got a room, Kat. You've got a room." Like, I know I got a room. I'm glad you know I got a room. But I know what you mean, sweetheart. I am going to pop this little bit of washi tape that was the cut off. I'm not wasting a thing of my washi tape. I'm going to pop it just underneath. I'll fold it over, and there should be another little piece. Where did that fall? Oh well, if it fell, I'm gonna have to cut another piece if I must. Just a little bit, and I'm gonna pop that just there and fold it over. Now I'm gonna do a couple of dots. Now you could raise this with, let me cut that off, with foam pads if you wanted to. You could glue it down flat is the other way you could do, or well, I'm going to do something completely different because I want to be able to write in this, and I'm going to make a little tack. So I want to glue the majority of the top down. I'll show you how much. About an inch. I'm going to run my glue at the back, and then about an inch on the bottom. I probably put too much glue now, knowing me. Yep. Okay, and then I've got, I should, let me get something. I should have a small tuck just there. That's where my tuck would be. You can just about see it. So it's not big enough to put loads in, but it is a small tuck. So I have got this now. I'm going to ink the edges up a little bit with my green. And I'm just going to pop that there. Like so. I'll put some finger marks on that in a minute. Now I know it's in the middle because the overhang will be the edges. I might have to do fabric tap because it's fabric. There you go, there's that. And then I'm going to glue this down. So that's going to go there. So it's going to be all glued. Wait a second, so I've got a piece of kitchen cloth. There you go. Yeah, this idea, like like I said, was niggering at me for the past few weeks, and I really wanted to give it a go. And I thought, well, if it goes wrong, then it goes wrong. Because there's nothing, when you craft, there's no right or wrong way to craft, is there? Right, I'm going to use those nice stickers. Aisha, I think I've pronounced your name right. I'm going to use those nice stickers. So, you guys are going to have to help me. My mind is buzzing with ideas. I need to slow down for 2 minutes before I go on to the next bit. So, what I want, I'll tell you what I want is, I'm going to take, this is only a plain piece for the little bit that we cut off earlier. And I just want something to sit on this. So it sits maybe there. So it sits there. So I'm able to journal on the top and perhaps a little bit on here, but not too much. So I'm going to show you the stickers. And then we'll go A, B, C, D. So I am thinking I'm going to pick 3 from each sticker, if it's possible. Because they're all nice. I don't want anything too big. So that one would be A. I'll have to cut a little bit off, but I want to add the blue. So that one would be A from this pack. Oh no, actually that one, because it's smaller. So that one would be A from that one. That one would be B. I'll show you A. That's A. Right. That is, oh, I need a card collect. That is B. No, B. Sorry, B. The pink one is B. And then C would be the butterfly. So that's C. So what one would you think? I'll show you them again. So what did I say? A, which is that one you're looking at. B is the pink one. That's B. Or C, which is the one with the butterfly. What would you say for me to use? A, B, C. And that is our cover. So it'll sit there. And I think while I'm waiting on guys to think, because like I say, my brain's just going. I have got a little piece that came in the kit that I'm thinking of popping in there. So one would you say? Tani says C, Mrs. G says A, Jan says C, Lorna says C. So C is the one with the butterfly. That's C. And what did Rian say? A. A is the, I am going to use more of these on the other 3 panels. That's A. A, yeah, that's A. So I think everybody's voted C. I'll give it a couple more. I love the butterflies. Right. Don't fear, Miss Ree. That shall be used. It shan't just be tucked away. It's too beautiful. Right. C, which is this one. My hands are full of glue. Let's see. Oh, I have got nothing. How easy did that just come off? Come off in one piece, but I'm just saying, how easy did it come off the background? I was expecting it harder than that. So I'm going to fit all this in. try to anyway. Ah, there you go. Look at that. Oh, I'm in love. Right, I'm going to bounce it up with a bit of and I have a bit of brown. Is that brown? Yeah. Right, and then I'm just going to pop that. I might even pop it at an angle. So a little bit of glue. Work out where I want to pop it. So those two corners I'm going to be glued basically in the middle. There you go. So I'm going to leave that completely dry. I have got these to go on as well, which I haven't forgotten about. I picked them out right at the very beginning. I'm going to pop one just there. I'm going to pop one. So there's the first panel actually done. There we go. Right, now the second panel. Oh, I've got this to go on as well. I don't know whether I should stick that on. That's a maybe right for the end. Right, I'm going to move this out of my way. The second panel, if I open this up, I had this to go on. Now, I'm going to cut it down a little bit because I want to see my washi tape. I want to see my washi tape. And on this one, because I've made a side tack there, I'm going to use some of the ephemera that came with the pack. And I'm going to cut around this, and this is going to be this envelope here is going to be my tuck. Fussy cut around it. It's absolutely stunning. Goes perfectly with the colours I've picked up tonight. There you go. I'm going to pop that there and that there. Before I start decorating this panel, we need to stick the third panel together. So what washi tape to use? Shall I use the pink, or I think I'm going to use yellow. I think I'm going to go glitter in between. Why not? Good night, Carolina, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in. There it is. Oh, that's why. I'll cut that off. Okay. So I'm going to do about a quarter of it. I'm going to leave a bit of a overhang as well on the edge because I need to tuck it over. There you go. And I'm going to flip it that side. And I'm going to pop that there. Now I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to fold this side over, and then I'm going to bring the washi tape all the way up to the top. There you go. Right. And the same with this one. I'm going to make my little tuck spot's going to be in this side. And before I make my tuck spot, I'm just going to add a couple of fabrics. And then the backs you could I'm going to leave the backs plain for me to write on. It's too thick. I'm going to leave the backs plain for me to write on, but that's not, you know, you could dull the backs up as much as you wanted, I suppose. Got a little bit of, and now I keep my threads, as you're probably aware. I sew, and I keep absolutely everything I sew. Everything from the threads that I don't use, from the cut-offs, you name it, I keep it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that lace here, and I'm gonna pop that on there like it is. And then I've just got a little bit of fabrics. I'm thinking of just popping up the top. Actually, no, I can make a little bookmark, couldn't I, for the top? That's what I'll do. Right, let me glue these down. I'm going to use that piece. Tell you one thing I forgot to do is ink, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna about an inch. And then I can make a little long bookmark to go underneath. There with my envelope. And that can also be a little text spot too. So now I know there's a little overhang that side. That's probably it, I expect. Right, so let me show you this tuck spot that I've created. So there's one there, look. And then what I'll do is I'll make quite a long, it's going to have to be quite skinny as well to go right down. It doesn't necessarily, oh, I could use one of these belly bands. Would that be thin enough? Oh, yes, it would. Just going to pinch that together a little bit. By the time that's dry, I'm going to use this as my template to make that little skinny bookmark, so to speak. But there's a tuck spot there now as well as there, so I've made at least 3. So the last panel I have, before we decorate the third one, I'm going to go back to the pink. And I'm going to leave a little bit of an overhang. there. Oh wait, just noticed something. Flip it over. Do it this way, it's easier. So there's that. Tuck this in. Tuck this in then. And then I'm going to bring my washi tape all the way up the top. Cut that. Now I've got this to go on there. So what I'm going to do on this one, because I've made 2 tuck spots, I've made one there, and when this dries it'll be a long one going down, and I've also made one there. Like I say, when you make one of these, if you do, you'll have to let me know, A, and B, you can decide where you want your tuck spots to be. Hi Sue, sweetheart. Oh, you don't have to apologise for being late. Not at all. I have been trying to catch up with videos. I've come across somebody called Johanna. I forgot her full name, but she does a lot of journaling. But they're all like, she makes journals for herself, and she does, I don't know whether anybody's come across her before, and she makes beautiful journals, and she does like a series of making her own journal, and she puts photos in and stuff. Well, bit of inspiration came my way from her, and I've decided, that's why I'm making this, that this book that was in my vintage box is going to be my personal journal, and I'm going to do like a video series, a bit like I did the Tilda doll, because I want to make it up, but I want to make it up for me. So I'm going to put stories in and stuff, I think, because Chris's guide dog, Heath, he's actually retiring. He's coming up to old age, and he's allowed to retire anyways. I want to put photographs of him inside and when we had him and kind of things like that. So look out for that, because I am going to be posting on my channel. Hoping to film the first sort of how I'm going to put the book together, because I hope Ali don't mind. But I'm going to take it apart, I think. It's going to be my guideline. And I'm going to put more pages in. And I'm also going to add different things in there. So, yeah, it's going to be like a little mini. It might not be mini, but it's going to be a series either way. And I want to put photographs in there and tell you stories of different things. I mean, personal ones obviously I won't be able to tell you, but other stories like when we had him, how old he was, that kind of thing. Because I got photographs of Heath when he was, I think he was 2 when he came to us, and he's 11 now, 11, 12 this year. So he's quite an old boy, but he's a beautiful boy. And yeah, I just want to, I've always admired somebody doing their own journal and, you know, making their own. I like doing diaries. That's my thing. I diary of everything that's going on. So I think a journal would really, really suit me. And I think it would kind of help me build when building my own journal, it will kind of inspire me on what to look for on your pages and what you guys put together and how you put together. So any inspiration from you guys, that's not sticking. When I'm making this journal, which I'm going to do like a series of, I will pop any links in the description. So if you've done a video and I've commented on any of the journal things, it doesn't necessarily have to go in it. You don't necessarily have to done a video on journaling. It could be you've done, I don't know, Santa Claus's the tags. There you go. Tags that Sue made the other day where she used the stamps. It could be that, because I definitely want to give that a go. So if any of the channels that have inspired me to do my journal, I'll link it in the below. But yeah, look out for it. I'm really excited about making it and bringing it sort of together. I've got ideas. I'm dangerous with these ideas. I think for many months I struggled. I really struggled. I'm just going to get the excess glue off. I really struggled about, what to pick up and how to pick it up and what to make. And now I've had, like, I don't know how many months I had off YouTube. But now I've had those months off YouTube, I'm sort of all fired up and I'm raring to go again. So I'm going to leave that blank. As you can see, I've made a little bit of a pocket. Now I'm just going to pinch it together so that it's easier to stick like a tag or something down. And then I've got these I think I'm going to pop that there. Definitely the pink one. It's got to be popped. And I've got the white ones that came in the pack. So yeah, I'm all excited. We'll pop that just there. And then I've got a white one. I'm going to cut the stalk off. This one actually came in the box. And then I've got this butterfly. I'm just going to fold its wings a little bit. Again, this one came in the box too. Right, so I have a tuck spot there. I have a tuck spot. I do have a tuck spot there. I've got one going on here somewhere. I've also got one there. So that's another one. Now the last one is this one. And you can keep them going, so you can make as many as you want. I think next time, I might make 6. I know, it's gone a bit crazy. But yeah, that's what I might make. So I want to use some of these designs that's in the pack. And I saw something earlier that caught my eye. And I think the last one I'm just going to create. Where did I put it? Did I not have a? I'm sure I had perhaps it's right in front of me and I'm not seeing it. I think I'm going to create like a flower arrangement, but I want to do it in a way that creates. Let's stick this one. I've got green there, and I've got another pink one that's a little bit different. And these are the pieces that I dug out. So I'm going to pop her with the pocket there. That's my plan. And I think I'm going to go with that, but I want to make a pocket out of it. So I'm going to use the card that I used earlier, that I made earlier, and I just want to scuff it up a bit before I start sticking my flowers on. I'm going to pop that there. And just cut it down a little bit. I want the pocket to go behind the vase. I don't know whether you guys can see it. I'm hoping you guys can. And then I'm going to use these flowers to decorate the top. So I'm going to bring back this. I need a little bit more glue. I'm going to go green first. And the pink. Oops. There you go. And then I'm gonna stick this down sort of two sides, not all the way, because I want to make a little tuck out of it. That will do. And then it's just a case of decorating this up. And I've got a little bit of fabrics going on here. There you go. Perfect. Like you say, you can decorate the back. You could make the back and front to match. There's nothing stopping you. Pop that. I'm going to pop that just there if it stays. And I always like to put a little bit of card, because if I'm doing anything like this, I don't want it to stick in a certain place. Pop a little bit of card there. I might make a paper clip out of that now. Right, so that would be, wait a second, that would be my page decorated. Now the side of this, I have a flower punch. I just hope I've left enough. Right, so it's gonna go, please fold. I'm gonna take, that needs to be in front really. Yeah, it does fold. Probably have to decorate that side, I think. We'll stop in it. Fold in. That way, there you go. Let me do that again because I have to work that out. So you fold them two together and you fold this one over. So this becomes your tuck. So let me show you. Fold them two together, so you got that, and then fold it in half. This is your front. It's a bit confusing then when I had to really think about which way it was going to fold. So I have got a couple of tuck spots. I'm going to pop. This one says little moments, big memories. Fits perfectly. That there. I have got paper clips. I've got paper clips. I want to do something with paper clips. Now I've got some bronze paper clips here, and I've got a flower pot, so I want to make sure. I think I'm going to put my, instead of a tuck spot there, I'm going to pop a paper clip in. So oh wait, does it go like that? Oh yeah, I think it does. That goes. Yeah, right. So I'm gonna pop that there. I need a little bit of give in that piece of card. So I think I'm just gonna pop. I'm hoping this will fit now. Please fit. Yeah, it does. It fits. I'll pop that on top. And do you know what? I might even follow the pot itself, so it's not too out of place. And then move that. So these are the things I dug out, and I'm just looking for something to be popped. Wait. Oh, what about this? It's another paper clip. Ah, there you go. I think. Yeah, that'll go. Right, let me glue this down. Oh, thank you, Jan. I'll read some of your comments now. Pop that in there. So it's on the end. I'm going to make sure that it goes between. And then I'm going to pop, oops, and then I'm going to pop that on top. I'm going to see if I can cut the stalk off. Here I can. There you go. Something's. What are these? Oh, I know. It's dawned on me what I can use. I can use these stickers instead. I think I'm going to use, I need something that will. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. I might have to cut it down. I'm definitely going to use it. So, oops. So if you're not already, please subscribe to each other and go out and check each other's channels. There's lots of inspiration on YouTube. I want to thank you all for watching me tonight. Thank you for watching my mad ideas. And I hope I've given you some inspiration to sort of to make this kind of thing. It was just something I really want to use the packaging that I keep getting sent for free off Amazon. So that's what brought this on. And I just thought, well, I need washi tape. And then all of a sudden it appeared and I was like, haha, I got some washi tape now. I can go. And I'm going to pop the little lace on top. There. Oops. I'm going to cut that down. And then that's going to be my little, if I want to paper clip anything on. I'm hoping that's going to work. Yeah, it does. If I want to glue anything on, stick anything on, I can. I'm going to pop that in for now. And then one of the things, I've got this tag that came with it. And one of the other things that I really wanted to add was these. So these tags already came with it. So one is going to go there because that's where the tag spot is. And then this flower, I think I'm going to pop there. I think. And I'm going to use all these in my journal when I come to creating it. So if you, yeah, I think that's about it. Oops. I lost him on the floor. If, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Gorgeous, Colette. Thank you so much for the lovely live. Thank you, Miss Paisy. Not bad, Colette. They are well thought out. The kit or me? Both, Jan. I agree with you both. I definitely just want to make my own journal, and like I say, I want to share things with you, not necessarily you've heard me say. So look out for the little mini video series that I want to do. I'm going to film the first part over the weekend. I'm just going to fold that like that, and yeah, I'm going to film the first part over the weekend, and that'll include me putting my papers together. And it just folds like that, and you can pop it. You can stick the back page if you wanted to on the back of the page, or what I might do is I might just pop it in as is. There's lots of different ways you can add it in. You can paper clip it in. You can add the back page, glue the back page in. Make yours up to whatever journal you want. This was, I used an 8 by, no, somebody's going to ask me, so may as well do it. This is a 2-inch, 6 by 2, 2-inch strips. They're all 2-inch strips, and the back, well, the back I can write on and I can journal away, and the back is just thing. The one thing I did want to add, and I don't know whether it's going to walkabouts. I hope that my nuns haven't nabbed him. Is the beautiful sign. You watch now, I'll come off live and it'll be there. That's what I was looking for earlier. I couldn't find it. When I find the beautiful sign, I want to add it because there's something I really wanted to when I saw it. It's on my desk somewhere. But anyway, when I find it, I'll add it across and it'll go across my page. So look out for the video series I'm going to do. I will share the stories. I'm going to add pictures of my little family, my dogs and me and Chris and stuff. He doesn't know it yet, but he'll be on camera. And yeah, I just want to add things that you'll be able to know me a bit more than a crafter, and yeah, I hope so. You'll be able to know me a little bit more, and look out for it. I have thoroughly enjoyed making one of these. Like I say, when I make another one, the edges will be a lot straighter. But these was just because my mind was going 10 to the dozen. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up that you've gifted me. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your lovely comments. Thank you for all of them. I have been looking at while I've been busy whizzing away. And I will speak to you all very soon in next week's live at 9 p.m. Other than that, I'll see you in my videos or my Facebook group. Take care, everybody. Good night. God bless. And I'll speak to you all then. Bye for now.